Yo, what's going on everybody? It's VGC, and in today's video, we are back with another really cool team here, and this time we're bringing back a couple of things that have been thought to be long forgotten in this format, but it's going to be Iron Jugulis and Landorus. But I'm going to be on a Choice Scarf Landorus and not Life Orb Landorus because I just like prioritizing the speed, and I like outspeeding opposing MIRAIDON to force them into Terras, so that way we can always get that upper hand on them with Sludge Bomb, because you already know they're going to Terra Fairy. And then we got Iron Jugulis here with Snarl, Protect, Hurricane, and Tailwind with Terra Electric. This set is pretty standard. I like Iron Jugulis quite a bit, and I think it's a perfect like synergizer with this team. You can argue that like Torn or something like that might be a little bit better, but I also like going for the CALYREX resist as well. Also being able to click Snarl into those CALYREX as well to drop that special attack for those Astral Barrages. And then we got Giratina making a return. This is such a fun Pokemon, and I think it's a perfect mon to be paired up with Kyogre because it just has a wide variety of moves, but I find my favorite set to be is Terra Fire. And then we got Shadow Sneak, Draco Meteor, Will-O-Wisp, and Poltergeist. I just find this set to be super cool. Wisp can just stop any and all physical attackers. Draco Meteor, even though we're not a special set, is still just really good damage to pick up in Oko, or to pick up massive damage without jeopardizing any useful stats whatsoever. And then we got Shadow Sneak for priority, which does kill CALYREX Shadow from full HP. And then we have Poltergeist as well, which isn't affected by Intimidate. And then we have Kyogre, pretty standard Kyogre set. And then we got Urshifu here on Terra Ghost with Splash Plate, Surging Strikes, Detect, Poison Jab, and Close Combat. I like this set quite a bit. I just think it's very cool and very fun. And then I also have Terra Stellar Chien-Pao here with Ruination, Protect, Sacred Sword, and Ice Spinner. I think Ruination is a really good move. It helps pick up just opposing kills for Kyogres and Landorus to pretty much just come in, pick up a quick kill, or even just cut something really bulky in half, so that way we can just make it way more vulnerable to just die in like the same turn or another turn. This team is pretty cool though. I had a lot of fun climbing ladder with this game. I also met a lot of you on ladder at this game. You guys have been DMing me and telling me that like we've had some close games and whatnot. It's been very fun playing against you guys with this team and just using this team overall. So with that being said, guys, enjoy today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are new, we are at 530 subs. Hopefully we can make it to 600 by the time Champions comes out. So help me get there. Again, thanks for the love and support. Have fun with this team, guys. Team ID at the top right description and pinned comment. That being said, enjoy today's video, guys. But at the same time, Ursh is nasty. Yeah, Ursh is actually like dirty. The Jugulis is tempting though. The Jugulis is tempting, but I think I lead like this, right? Because I don't want Protects to go up. I definitely don't want Protects to go up. And I know for a fact that Kyogre is Terra Grass. And they can't afford to click that button though. Ursh and Cali. I'm so fine with that. Your Wicked Blow, okay. I wonder if he's just like straight up choice banded. Know what I mean? I wonder if he's just choice banded. I'm just gonna straight up just like Earth Power into that. I'm gonna Earth Power and Surging. I'm gonna Earth Power Surging. Can I call the Fire Terra? Or is you Grass? Or are you Grass? He'll be Grass. Oh, it's Grass. No, I should have Slush Bombed it, man. I was like mad unfortunate. Because I know he's gonna pick Trickery. I'm still gonna Earth Power though, yeah. Yep, not effective at all. Wicked Blow. I think I just die. Oh, I lived that. That's crazy. That does like nothing. Chip is better than no chip though. Yeah, that like flat out doesn't do anything. And there's the tricky room. I probably could have made a call and went for the sludge. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Choice Scarf. I mean, there's no point in going for it now, so I mean, whatever, right? Which is kind of crazy because like I do have poison jab. I know he's not expecting that, so it's like he does get the glacial. I take some damage. I think close combat. Wait, no, I outspeed him though. I underspeed him because he went first. Chilling knee. Jab. That does like nothing, bro. Wicked blow? Ouch. All I know is I don't live another lance. But I also know that he's just gonna sit here and take this too. So what I'm thinking is I just go for pulse, right? I think I can go for a pulse. I think he just doubles into this. Because why would you not double into that? Yeah, like why would you not double into that? I think this is pretty much like the right move. Let's get energy ball. What am I playing? That's mad interesting though. That's super interesting. Yo, I thought he was gonna like Terra Blast me or something, bro. I mean, okay. Yo, Energy Ball was not on my list of things to see coming from a CALYREX Ice, bro. Because what? Yo, why was he so fast? Why was he so fast? I have so many questions. Like, I got so many questions. Why was he so quick? That Kyogre on Kyogre crying. That's annoying right there, though. Like, for a fact, like, that right there is annoying. I'm kind of wondering if I should just, like, pull the Terra plug. I'm gonna pull the Terra plug, bro. I feel like we have to pull the Terra plug. I want to cover for myself. I'm just gonna Origin Pulse and Surging Strikes. I want to be able to cover for myself. I want to dodge an Ice Beam. Not dodge an Ice Beam. I want to dodge a Thunder. Right? I want to dodge Thunder. I still want to get off some damage. And if he chooses to protect, I just Surging Strikes into it. Which I don't think he protects. Yeah, he protects that. That's whatever. Yeah, he just goes for the EQ. And I just die from it. But he didn't protect, you know? So it's like if Origin Pulse lands, then he just dies. Which is why we didn't click Spout. Nasty. Nasty. Energy Ball CALYREX, bro. Yo, can someone make sense of that? Like in my comments, bro, please somebody tell me what was the tech. Is there something I don't know about that like developed or something since like NAIC? Yeah, okay, I mean, we knew you had Ice Beam. I'm vested though, I'm chilling. Boom. That's crazy. Yeah, getting attacked by Mystic Water and dying is crazy work. But GG's, bro. Energy Ball? I don't know, bro. I think you should go Terra Blast on that one. You would have killed me too with the Grim Day. That's kind of wild. But GG's though, Ryan. GG's. This is really interesting. I like it though. But this is super cool. I'm kind of concerned though as to how I would like to lead. I suppose I can always just go Kyogre. I mean, I could just go like Kyogre first, right? And then just Terra. I mean, Kyogre, I'm scarfed. This isn't a bad play. Like, whatsoever. This is not a bad play. The only thing is I get, like, heavy punished if I get it wrong. So what I think I do is I think I keep Landorus in the back. Because the only thing stopping Ursh right now is definitely a Raging Bolt. So I think I keep Landorus in the back. Oh man, but hold on. Because I really like the idea of Iron Jugulis. I really do. I love that idea, but I think I want to go with Landorus. And the reason I'm leading Chien-Pao and Kyogre is because I can get rid of terrain. Right? I can just get rid of terrain, and then I can just go pretty much like all in. The only bad part is if the Armarouge is sashed, which I get the feeling it is. So hopefully it's not Indeedee Armarouge lead, but okay. Kyogre and Miraidon. So the thing is that like I think we're both forced to Terra. Pretty much, we're both forced to Terra. Because I'm not taking any chances on that, and I don't think they're taking any chances on that. So, this is the play. I mean, this is the only play I have. Even if I am Assault Vested, if that thing is specs modest, I'm just not going to live it. And like, I might barely live. That's too much damage, and I'm pretty sure their Kyogre is faster than mine, so. I think we try to mitigate as much damage coming in from Volt Switch or Electro Drift and try to get rid of this terrain. If they're timid, we might just speed tie. Like with the Chien-Pao. If they're modest, we got it. But do you Terra though? You don't Terra and you are timid. And I mitigate damage from the Electro Drift. Yep, does absolutely nothing. Absolute bangers. Ooh, the crit. Crit definitely mattered. That does not OHKO from full. Even if they are 252, they like barely live. So no Terra coming in at all. And did we almost pick up the OHKO on that? That would have been sick though. Alright, Chien-Pao gets brought down to sash range. Yeah, bro, crit so mattered there. Okay, so Indeedee could just be in the back here. Okay, it's Ogerpon. Okay, I'm not mad at this. I'm still just gonna like Thunder here anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna like still like Thunder there anyway. They can go for redirection, but it's not really gonna solve anything. Yeah, I mean, it's not really gonna solve anything. Pretty good. Ice Beam. We soak this though. Oh, of course. I was just thinking to myself, that's gonna freeze, right? The gift that keeps on giving. Truthfully, the gift that keeps on giving. Alright, so what I think I do here is just I go for Icy Wind, right? And then I would just like to pretty much keep my Chien-Pao. And hopefully we get a thaw. We get a thaw out turn 1. I mean, that's fine. Spiky Shield. I'm a lot smarter than that, bro. I'm a lot smarter than that. Goes for the Muddy Water. Okay. I mean, this person's definitely not stupid. Oh, wow. Unlucky dodge. Really unlucky dodge there. The freeze, man. The freeze is that's just nasty. The freeze is just nasty. I think it is Sacred Sword here. I mean, what do you want to do, you know? I mean, Kyogre's too weak, Ogerpon's weak. A Sacred Sword here. I get rid of that. That's huge. You can only hit one, and you choose to hit my Chien-Pao. It's not a bad decision, though. You know you can't kill Kyogre from that HP range. Well, yeah, actually, you probably could have. No, I'm at 82. No, he definitely couldn't have. Doesn't matter, though. We got Scarf Lando. Electrofuria. Oh boy. What a sight for sore eyes. What's up with people not bringing their second restricteds, bro? Like, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna need that second restricted, bro. Just bring it. Like, just bring it. Thunderclap's crazy. You know you're not handling anything with that. Yeah, this game's mine though. GG's, bro. That freeze turn is crazy. You guys gotta start bringing your second restricteds, bro. It just makes no sense not to. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense as to why you wouldn't. I'll take my forfeit though. Or not. Stick it out. Okay, okay, okay. Play through it. I respect it. Gotta start bringing those restricteds, guys. Gotta start bringing those restricteds. You're not in Reg G anymore. In all honesty. Yeah, I'm not really caring too much about that. I do wonder what you decide to lead, though. I don't really take a lot of punishment for this. These two right here. I don't exactly take a lot of punishment for it. But I'm kind of wondering, like, would having Ursh here just be the move? Because, I mean, Ensign is kind of annoying, right? And then I have Whimsicott. I'd rather just not have to deal with that. I think this is fine. Dealing with Ensign is super annoying, but that's also why we have Landorus. Maybe we can like mentally pressure them to not bring the Incineroar. This person definitely seems like an instant enjoyer though, so they're probably bringing it. Alright, Miraidon Zamazinta right off the bat here. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. I'm not mad at that. So what I could probably do here is I could probably make a call. I think I can just afford to make a call. And we just protect here. I think we can always afford to do that, right? We just make a call, protect here, and then just like try to take body press. They probably just Terra, like just Terra Fairy just right off the bat. I want to protect the Iron Jugulis so that way I can just like bait out a Volt Switch coming in from the Miraidon. If they do decide to switch, that's fine, but they're gonna go for a Terra. It's probably just Terra Fairy, and that's cool too. Yep, that's cool too. So the call basically was to go for Terra Poison Sludge Bomb onto it, but it just isn't worth it in like return value. So this answers D-Gleam as your best alternative out. Yes, the Wide Guard user. Why did that just slip my mind? I completely forgot that they have Wide Guard on Zamazinta. Completely forgot. But I do know that I'm not faster than it, so I guess it doesn't really matter, right? So yeah, so that's cool. That's really unfortunate, but it's whatever. So something that I can probably do here is I can probably just Terra. Right, I can probably just like Terra, go Tailwind. Yeah, Terra, go Tailwind. And then just go for some Kyogre damage, right? And then try to reset Landorus and have it come back in, and maybe it can sweep. But I was not really thinking on that turn. I completely forgot they just have Wide Guard. Why wouldn't you just click Wide Guard, right? Huge win con. So we just Terra Electric here just so I can live the D-Gleam coming in. Because he specs D-Gleam, so there's no way I live. And this is probably a Wide Guard again. Probably thinking I'm going for a Snarl. Yep, that's a Wide Guard, so that is free. That's fine. Should be fine here. It definitely mattered. Alright, cool. So now I go for Tailwind. And now I'm just kind of free to put up a lot of pressure here onto the MIRAIDON. I am paying the price by losing a restricted for this kind of, but I think he's just choice locked. Yeah, you're just choice locked, right? So you pretty much have to back out of this. Sack the Ursh, okay. I'm still not clicking any spread moves, bro. You got me on turn 1 because I wasn't thinking. Alright, so that is Sash. That's super good to know. Unfortunately for you, I will not be giving you second chances. You will not be getting a second chance at that, no. We definitely wanted to double up on him right on. I could have played turn 1 so good had I had just used my brain, but I can't keep beating myself up about it. There's no point, right? Alright, so I think the play here is pretty obvious, truthfully. I think the play here is pretty obvious, right? I think we just switch back into, I think we could even switch back. I mean, we could even go into like Giratina. Like, truthfully, we could even go into like Giratina because there's no way they're gonna just like stay in at this point. Not stay in, but there's no way they're not gonna click Electro Drift, right? So I could always, I'm gonna make a read here. I'd rather be wrong and sack Landorus, and then basically I would just rather give them this. Pretty much, I would rather just give them this. So they didn't go for a Wide Guard there. They pretty much knew better. Can I get a confusion with that? Sick work. That's really, really good. Alright, so we get a confusion there. Hopefully it pays off. Electro Drift straight into the Landorus like we did predict. The body press there, I mean, that's cool. I mean, yo, dude, Jugulis did his thing. I'm fine with that. Jugulis came back and put in absolute work. And honestly, to me, that's kind of like all that matters, right? So, realistically, do I want to go Kyogre? I think I just want to go Kyogre. Yeah, we go Kyogre here. We put more pressure onto the Miraidon. I can't leave that Zamazenta unattended for too long. And then I definitely just want to double into this. I need to get rid of the Wide Guard for sure. But Miraidon's top threat. I don't want to overly respect or restrict it. I really don't. So I just want to, yeah, I want to disrespect that as much as possible. Should be like a body press into my Landorus though. You know Landorus is your top threat. It's a lot of damage. Heavy Slam, yeah. You knew Landorus was a top threat. And that's fine though. Because I have Giratina with Wisp, so. Yeah, I have Giratina with Wisp. Alright, and now it's your turn to basically trade Tailwinds, right? So. I need to just start putting up damage. I think we just Poltergeist it. Thunder Poltergeist it. I'm not gonna try to like stall out turns here. I should be fine regardless of what this thing clicks. Yep. I'm fine with whatever that thing decides to click. Good mileage, and goodbye. Look at that, no more rain. We can Icy Wind and Poltergeist. Why would you Encore me into that? I mean, I guess you just can't really do anything. You can't really do anything about it, so I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, GG's, man. GG's. You got me with that turn 1, though. Turn 1, I was not... I mean, I don't even know why I wasn't expecting Wire Guard. I'm still kicking myself for that, man. Because, like, duh, Zamazenta, bro. But, I mean, either way, GG's. I'm, like, not even upset with this. Truly, I'm not. I'm, like, not even upset with this. This is a really standard team. A team in which I realistically would not like to deal with. Now, I'm going to be very bold here. Now, you've got 2 fake out users. That's actually kind of ridiculous now that I think about it. Yeah, the more I actually sit and think about that, that's kind of crazy, bro. I need to actually sit and think about this because it comes down to, like, what do I want to do? I think Ursh is like a necessity. If I'm being honest with you, I think Ursh is like a necessity. Alright. I think these 2 as a lead will be fine. And I think Ursh is a necessity here. See, type advantage wise, you might think, oh, you've got this in the bag, dude. Like, Kyogre sweeps this whole team. Kind of. Kind of. I still have to account for the Pogos. That's the thing. Yes, Irrelevant and Pogos, right? So, realistically, you've got 1 or 2 options here. Like, you can either fake out me or grassy glide me. Those are like one of your 2 options. I want to get rid of this Pogos as swiftly as I can, but that Rilla is such bad news for me. It really is. That Rilla is like such bad news for me. I would kind of like to just get rid of it. Yeah, I would like to just get rid of it. That's gonna take a Calm Mind for free. Okay, fake out. Yeah, it's gonna take a Calm Mind for free. Taunt user here would have gone crazy. You can glide, right? Yeah, it can definitely glide. I'm I'm just gonna Draco over here. I'm gonna Draco into this slot because I want to at least hit Terra Shell. And I wanted to keep myself alive. Once I get rid of River, I don't really have to worry too much about hitting Terra onto the, that's fine. Hitting Terra onto the, Kyogre. Took the Woodhammer probably, huh? Yeah, this is probably like the Woodhammer. Using it. Okay. Okay, so probably into Incineroar? Into Koraidon, really? Well, I can't have that, can I? So you're probably predicting this. I wonder if I just go. You know what I mean? I wonder if I just go. Cause like I could Wisp it, but I don't want to risk the Fire Terra. This is tricky. Because Pagos is sitting there for free, and my only way to deal with it is Urshifu. Yep. Ends up Terra. And that's exactly why we did not pick Wisp. There's that Terra right there. This puts my Landorus in a pretty good spot. Ouch. I'm still not going to appreciate this very much, but like in the long run, but recoil is still recoil. Alright, for a second I thought that missed. That's good. Alright, I can't let this thing set up Calm Minds for free, because eventually it's going to come back and haunt me. Like, it really is. It's going to come back and haunt me. I'm going to Shadow Sneak this slot. Fair enough. Fair enough. Punishment turn. I could have Draco'd into a Terapogos slot, but I'm thinking Pagos goes for the protect because it doesn't want to get broken. But I think they believe that 2 Calm Minds is more than enough. But we do land. How much does this do? Nothing, right? Nothing because of the Calm Minds. So that's why I should land. Wow, it just had to be crit. It just had to be crit. That's kind of wild. Alright, that Pagos is going to be like really annoying. So something I might want to end up doing here is I want to pull out Landorus for sure. I want to bring a restricted down. Yeah, I'm thinking I pull out Landorus here and set myself up for endgame, because Pagos is super annoying and I have to protect Urshifu with my life, right? So. Yep. We let Landorus take the close combat. Thank you, Draco. Thanks, Draco. Yep. Giratina is also a really big puzzle piece. Alright, and now I can swap back Kyogre. can throw Kyogre back in. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna Wisp the Pogos. I don't want Pogos to keep getting passive healing, so I'm gonna Wisp it. I didn't bring Chien-Pao because, like, I just didn't want to deal with the frailty of it. You can't click Earth Power, and you can't click Starstorm into Giratina. So, Pogos can't do anything to Giratina. Giratina is a huge win con here. What the Rilla can do is just like Grassy Glide. It can always just glide. Alright, I need to check something here. Alright, so pretty much this is my last turn of Rain. But I don't care to keep it. Nah, I don't care to keep it. Alright, Shadow Sneak here. Cleans that up. I just needed it to land, bro. Oh, you threw. Levitate. Alright, I'm actually sitting in a great spot. Beautiful spot. Restricted and Terra's gone. Rilla priority gone. And now I gotta deal with this. Which this isn't fun, by the way. This right here is also not fun. This isn't a contact move, so I can just sneak. Because yeah, that's the one thing that can actually like deal with me. Of course, of course. That did a lot. Alright, cool. Gotta move those puzzle pieces around, guys. Alright, so this guy's pretty much just like utterly broken at this point. I need to really start picking up damage on the Pogos. I Wisped it just in case it like, cause like Wisp will matter, right? But it's got leftovers. I don't have anything like knockoff or anything like that. But the Wisp will just kind of keep it there. So realistically, all I can do is just Draco, which will do nothing. Any bit of chip helps though. And just Pulse, right? But of course, Pulse can't miss. Alright, cool. So you take out my Kyogre, which I'm eternally grateful for. You have no idea. Eternally grateful for you doing that. My biggest win con here is Urshifu. Like, it really is. My biggest win con here is Urshifu. Going for Sludge Bomb phases would have just been so much better, right? So I can gamble here like a lot. You can't Starstorm this slot or anything like that. So something that I could do, I can actually swap Urshin here, and I can reset my special attack drops and try to close out with Draco Meteor if I need it. Or calm minded, you know what I mean? So, oh, that crit definitely mattered there. And that's fine. We close this game out with close combat. honestly, the ending here was kind of going to end up being the same, but I guess I went like a different way about it by just hard switching in. Pagos is like very scary, but I wanted to reset the Draco Meteor. Alright, we closed the game out here. GG's. Very fun game, very fun team to play against. Pagos is still super scary. Pagos is like very scary, but it's also really difficult if you don't Terra. If they Terra the Pagos, this could have been different.